After 4 straight games on the road in 3 different states, the Pirates are finally home for their 2024 home opener. Glad to have you with us on SouthwesternPirates.com. A beautiful night at Varsity Field as Southwestern hosts Vassar College. The Brewers in town. A tough task for a young Pirates team. Glad to have you with us alongside Athletics Director of Communications, the one and only Bailey Middleton, former star long pole for Pirates men's lacrosse. I'm Kit McConico. And Bailey, Southwestern is still looking for that elusive first victory of the year. 4 games on the road, losses at Birmingham Southern and Rhodes. A tough one goal loss, at Southern Virginia. And then finally, following at Bridgewater, 16-6 their last time out. Things not getting a whole lot easier. The good news is they are at home tonight. A great crowd at Varsity Field, but taking on a very good side from the Liberty League. The Burgundy and Gray from Poughkeepsie, New York. Their one loss on the season, they fell to the 16th ranked team in the country, 21-11 to Swarthmore in Pennsylvania.
For my money, Kit, these 2 teams have the hardest schedule in college lacrosse for their respective levels of play. You look at the Southwestern Pirates; they're facing 5 tournament teams in their schedule this year. Oh, and Vassar just facing 6 out of the top 20 teams in the country in the Liberty League and in their schedule.
Pirates led by 13th-year head coach Bill Bowman comes into the season a 94-84 record. Spent the previous 12 years as the club head coach for the Southwestern grad class of 92. Last year, Pirates 9-9 made it to the HCLC championship game. They had 5 all-conference selections. Visitors led by 6-year head coach John McCreary. We are underway. Pirates in the home white. Visitors in the burgundy jerseys and the silver lids. Pirates will have the opening possession. In that last game against Bridgewater in Virginia, Bailey, Southwestern got down early, conceded 8 goals in the first quarter, and that is something they do not want to do here at home. Big shot, bounced wide. There is a broken stick on the field, so Vassar will have to remedy that one quickly. Referees bringing a quick stop as Southwestern backed up the shot, and they will have possession.
Alex Hudgens, the Towson, Maryland product, the sophomore transfer there on that quick shot. And that, Kit, you're going to see the Pirates play a lot of 6-on-6 tonight. They want to try and slow this game down, but push when you can, absolutely. Get those goals when they're available to you.
As you would imagine, the Empire State side, a lot of local talent from the Empire State, a lot from Long Island. They don't have to travel far to pick up talent, and this is going to go across the midline. And Southwestern turns it over. We'll see if the Brewers not electing to push. They will slow things down for their first possession. Ball in the stick of Santis, the New Jersey product.
Interesting strategy here for Vassar. They like to run a 10-man ride, so you try to get your transition goals off of that, Kit. But when Vassar gets their ball on the side of the field, not off the clear, they're going to go 6v6 and then try and pick apart this Pirates defense.
Pirates giving up just over 17 goals a game. Visitors just scoring 15. Big shot comes, and that is well off the mark. That time coming out of the stick of Zampano, the senior from Towson, second leading scorer on this team.
Pirates are going to look to press out earlier in this matchup, Kit. They want their slides to come after they've made the dodge from a very long length of the field. That way they have plenty of time to slide. As Vassar finds that one.
That shot bounced off the pipe. The shot clock will reset. Hold on. The officials wanting the shot clock to reset. There it is. So we have 60 seconds on it. Will Walsh, the sophomore from San Antonio out of TMI, starting in the cage for the Pirates. Neither side yet to find a goal as of yet. A little hitch. Chance here. Low shot. Nice save from Walsh.
Right off the bat, Kit, for the Pirates defense, they are not going to want to adjacent pressure because as soon as you come off adjacent, they have the shot that can burn you from deep.
Good ride from the Brewers. Chance here in the fast break. Oh, great trail check there from Southwestern. Brewers still with it, though, trying to maintain possession on the inline. Southwestern scoops up the ground ball.
Excellent play there from Gabe Morgan, trailing him. Caleb Sowell there on the ground ball pickup. Good job, and this has been the Achilles heel of the Pirates so far this season, Kit. It's going to be a broken record for this Pirate team, but clearing has just been absolutely atrocious, to be frank.
Well, if you don't clear, that is obviously going to be a massive issue. Walsh has played every minute in the 6x6 this season, giving up 17.3 goals against, a save percentage of 42. His counterpart on the other side, Drew Quinn, the junior out of Garden City, all Long Island. That pass is high, but backed up.
And Kit, I know the clearing percentage says 75% for the Pirates. I can tell you that is not accurate. The box score versus BSC had them going 11 for 11, but we got 2 failed clears here in the early minutes of this game.
Already an issue as they will just send that one down the end. Goalie well out of the crease. Chance here for Southwestern. Trying to find an open man in white. And Quinn able to get back in the crease in time. Southwestern couldn't get a shot off.
Kit, the connection between the offense and defense for this Pirates team all starts in the clearing game. You want to know why you haven't seen that connection here this far for the Pirates, led to 4 losses. It's the pressure that is put on the offense when you can't clear the ball, and you saw it just right there. I mean, turnover, feeling the need to push the pace a little bit.
Southwestern, a young team, and we've seen some of those issues this year trying to clear. Nice stuff here from Hess, the senior out of Brewster, New York. So again, Quinn in the cage for the visitors. He's one of 3 goalies, but he's seen the majority of the minutes, over 225, giving up 11.2 goals against, a save percentage of 51 for the Long Island native.
Yeah, 44 saves, 42 goals allowed for Drew Quinn. Can't ask much more of your goalie from that. You want about 50%.
Stings it high, do the Brewers, and they find the opener. Pirates late to close out. And it's Colin Patchell, the sophomore from Petaluma, California. The big 6'2", 215 attackman finds the opener.
Going West Coast to East Coast, Kit. Finds a goal there for the Brewers. And that's what's going to happen if you can't clear the ball and force your offense to push the pace and get turnovers.
So Patchett, part of that Northern California pipeline that we've seen proliferating in the last few years, the growth of lacrosse, a lot of NorCal talent. Both teams vying for the ground ball, and again, it's the Brewers doing a better job on the GBs early, and they will get another bite at the apple, a chance to extend this early 1-0 lead. Getting some new personnel on. In no real hurry.
Almost 60% on the faceoffs is Vassar so far this year, Kit.
And you mentioned faceoffs. That was a real issue in that last game for Southwestern at Bridgewater. They won just 7 out of 26 as that shot is low, and it's 2-0 Brewers. They're not closing down quickly enough. Didn't get a stick on hands, and the Brewers make them pay.
Pirates hovering around 46% face-off percentage. Anthony Caudillo, the junior from Langham Creek in Houston, covering a little bit more of that, about 50% for him so far this season.
It's going to be a violation against Vassar, so Southwestern will get an opportunity here. Lost the face-off battle and the ground ball battle against the Eagles at Bridgewater. 2 things, if you lose, chances of you coming up victorious are not high.
And that second violation, Kit, early on in this first quarter, you get 3 of those a half. You get 3 of those a half. So next one, that's going to be a 30-second man down for Vassar. So they're going to have to play with some conservativeness here in the opening minutes and way into the second quarter.
Still 9:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Neither team has had an extra man opportunity yet. As Southwestern finds the opener. Pirates on the board. Courtesy of Matt Caldwell, the senior out of Plano East.
That's his bread and butter, Kit. All he does is go to his left hand, fade up the field, find one of the posts, the near post or the far side. He's been doing it for 5 years now.
So Caldwell, big goal Southwestern needed. Momentum was firmly on the visitors' side, and Southwestern now on the board with 9:11 remaining in the quarter. Lacrosse, obviously a game of momentum, but you want to limit those runs by your opponent. Caldwell and the Pirates doing just that.
Got to have that ground ball right there if you're Anthony Caudillo. You got your second face-off man for Vassar. That's number 36 on 36, Holden Anderson.
Thankfully for Southwestern, Vassar turns it over, but the ground ball battle clearly early in favor of the Brewers, something Southwestern needs to remedy. Campbell down the alley. Pirates patient here. Haven't had a ton of time on the offensive end early in this one. Now McDonald. McDonald takes a shot. He's tied it 2 apiece. Cade McDonald, the junior attack out of McNeil High School just down the road, makes it 2-all.
Leads the team in ground balls, kid. I was going to save that for later when we get a nice little ground ball pickup from Cade McDonald. But grindy player, loves to play fast. And like I said, pick those ground balls up in transition and go to the cage. But right there, just making an excellent move with his right hand.
A nice take from the junior. Pirates have tied it at 2. Pirates unable to come away with the ground ball. Another ground ball battle going the Brewers' way. Had the face-off, couldn't secure it. McDonald unable to take it away. Quickly up the other way goes Hess, the big senior pole.
Going to be important right now, Kit, for the Pirates to settle in on defense. And they've been settled so far. They've been able to slow down this Vassar offense. When they played fast and got the ball moving quick, it's been hard to stop.
Visitors will go back to X, setting things up. Moving it around, shot opportunity here, well off the mark, and good it was. Pirates not there quickly enough, and visitors a missed opportunity, but they will back it up to retain possession. Nice cutter top of the crease. Brewers unable to locate him. Coming around top side. Big save from Walsh.
Clearing game going to be important here.
Hal, the junior out of Eagle River, Alaska. Trying to battle for it, pushing the back. Pirates will have it.
He draws that penalty there, Kit, but ran straight into a double team. You got to remember, you have 20 seconds, 80-second shot clock, 20 seconds to get it across. You can take your time. Don't have to push so much. Your Pirates are going to play 6-on-6 defense, so just get it across, maintain possession, and get it to one of your attackmen or one of your offensive midfielders.
Tied at 2 all. Pirates have not led in the contest as this shot bounced to wide, and it's going to be Brewers' ball. Closest to the ball when it goes out of bounds, and that was Vassar. Their clearing game has been on point, have not had any troubles thus far. Oh, Hess tripped from behind, and there goes the flag. It's going to be the first extra man opportunity, and it will be for Vassar coming up.
Traditional clear for the Vassar Brewers, Kit. All you got to do is work the ball one side, work it back the other, keep the 3 long poles on the field, work it up to the opposite side of the box. And if you don't, you have one of your attackmen you can just lob it over to. Or not, you just cross over yourself.
Looking on the crease and dunked in. Vassar with the goal. Easy as you please, right there on the doorstep. Pirates have to do a better job. One thing to get stung from 15 yards out, another when you've got the toes on the crease.
Like I said earlier, Kit, when they can slow the Vassar offense down and get into a settled 6v6 scenario, they've been playing pretty well, but pushing so well, and that's all due to the hand-eye coordination of the Brewers. I mean, just pinpoint passing. They're going to make good on those goals every time.
And lacrosse, stick skills beat athleticism pretty much every time, and if you have both, that's a potent combination. Well, you called it, Bailey. You said 2 violations early at the X on the Brewers. There's number 3.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Tough going for number 50, Eli Sherman. Absolutely, phenomenal faceoff guy, but finds himself down here early, and that's going to be something that we're going to deal with for the next 20 minutes.
Still 6 minutes remaining here in the first quarter, and already 3 violations at the X against Vassar. That is not the way they drew it up, I can assure you. And that is something they're going to have to figure out.
I guarantee you that's something Coach McCurry did not take into account when he came here today. Is his face-off man going down 3 violations in the first quarter.
No, Vassar coming off that big 18-5 victory at home there at Weinberg Field over Emerson. The shot well over, but backed up by Southwestern. Still plenty of time, 52 seconds on the shot clock. Now the midi releasing from midfield as we are all even.
Pirates not super solid on the man up so far this year, Kit. Just going 1 for 8 on the year. Going to have to up that number, especially with these violations. On the flip side of that, Vassar doing very well on the man up, almost about 50%.
Shot from long range goes low, and we're tied at 3. Pirates able to respond. A big shot. Oh, 3 all, 5 minutes remaining in the quarter. And you said it, for Southwestern, really haven't taken advantage of the extra man opportunities. That is something that they're going to have to figure out. But a young team, and the term Coach Bowman said to me was disconnect, and you've seen that a little bit here. Off the face, looking to take it himself that time.
2 goals so far on the season for Mr. Caudillo. He's sitting at around probably 6 foot, I guess maybe 220. Squats 500 pounds, benches over 300. You're not going to move him.
He is a brick at Fogo, and that's what you want there at the X. The Langham Creek product from Houston. And Southwestern lost, and maybe a fast break opportunity for the visitors. Trying to find something in transition to retake the lead. Little tic-tac-toe, huge save from Walsh, and he has a second. Great goalkeeping at that time from number 35 in white.
Tough start to the season, does Will Walsh, as that one's wide open, and he's not going to be able to do anything about that, unfortunately.
Walsh made the first 2 on the doorstep, but that time, as you said, nothing he could do, and that's one that is very much on his defense as the Brewers retake the lead.
A little bit of a change of the face-off X here. Caudillo taking a lot of runs. It's going to be the freshman from Canyon High School, Trey Pena, down in New Braunfels.
Back and forth affair. Knighton there, and he's going to draw the flag as it'll be on Caleb Knighton, the former Anderson Trojan, to flag down. Another extra man opportunity coming for the Brewers. Weren't able to do anything with their first as they immediately went even with their 3rd violation at the X.
And the Brewers, as I said earlier, 7 for 15 this year on the extra man up. Great save there by Walsh to limit that one and send him into the EMO opportunity.
So Walsh makes the save, and now the man up unit coming on for the Brewers. Pirates man down will have to weather the storm here. 3:33 remaining in the first quarter. 4-3, Vassar leading.
I had that stat wrong earlier, kid. It's actually Vassar who's holding their opponents on the extra man up to 1-8 on the year. Pirates 2 for 13.
Well, either way, the Pirates need to improve, and Vassar has been stellar in the man down. So swinging it around here are the Brewers, now coming topside above GLE. They had one if they could skip the pass, now able to find 20. Looking inside, Pirates sticks up into the middle, doing a very good job locating that one. Clearing has been an issue, as we've said.
Great outlet pass there from Will Walsh. But as you see, Hess there running the 10-man ride. Great legs there from Declan O'Donnell.
O'Donnell doing a fantastic job. The junior out of Grapevine High School, a one-man clear. Yeah, Hess has proven a difficult foe to get by.
Yeah, in the clearing game. And like I said, he's going to hover in the middle on that 10-man ride. So if you're the Pirates, you got to work east-west, not north-south. Try to get away from him because he is a hawk there in the midfield.
Very much so. Still 2:20 remaining here in the first quarter. Pirates, at the very least, want to end this first quarter tied. But a much improved showing from their match against Bridgewater in Virginia, where they gave up 8 in that first 15-minute period. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Down the alley. That shot off the mark. Pirates back it up. Time of the essence, 13 seconds on the shot clock.
10 seconds left. Going to have to turn around right now for Jackson Strauss or possibly roll this in the corner.
He took a shot and finds the back of the net. Was it in time? No, it was not. It was a shot clock violation. That would have been something else as that ball came out of the pocket just a split second before the shot clock expired.
Kit, you don't need a left hand anymore. I know you're an old school coach, but with shots like that, and here comes Kate O'Donnell, who loves playing transition, gets that ground ball and finishes. Ties this one up at 4-4.
Brilliant stuff there. The ground ball leads to the goal, and we are tied 4 apiece. Timeout taken by Vassar. 1:31 remaining. Before we take a timeout, I've got to take issue with that, my friend. Fundamentals. Speaking like a Canadian, we won't have none of that here on this broadcast.
Sir, you can blame Lyle Thompson for that. He proved that you don't need a left hand.
Chris Cloutier over here to my right.
We'll take a break and discuss this off mic.
91 seconds remaining in the first, 4-all between Vassar and Southwestern. Welcome back. Pirates 2024 Men's Lacrosse Home Opener. Southwestern and Vassar tied 4 apiece. 91 seconds remaining in the first. Alongside Bailey Middleton, I'm Kip McConico. Glad to have you with us. As always, thank you for your support of Southwestern University Athletics. And those of you joining us from the Empire State or wherever you may be joining us from, glad to have you as well. A back-and-forth affair. Really, neither team has been able to put their stamp on this one. As that is going to be a whistle against the Pirates. Bailey, considering the tie score, the fact that Southwestern has had major issues in the clearing game and not winning the ground ball battle, I think Coach Bowman has got to be pretty pleased that it's 4-all.
Kit, as exciting as it is to watch, this has not bode well for the Pirates this year so far.
That's a fair point.
If I'm being honest. Just giving up massive amounts of goals in the first and second quarter to the opposing teams, taking a long time to settle in. If you're the defense here, you need to get one back going the other way.
Vassar very content to settle things on the offensive end. They certainly have the speed as that shot is bounced to wide and backed up by the Brewers. 49 seconds on the shot clock. Vassar will remain here in Georgetown, taking on UMass Boston on Sunday in a neutral site game.
Never been so excited to stat a neutral site game, Kit. That one's going to be another just knockdown, drag-out game.
It absolutely will be. Back to X, swinging it around quickly, coming back to the top. Now back to that right hand. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Looking inside, nice feed and an equally impressive finish. Had to take a second to make sure that ball was in the pocket, but it was a good look. There was some contact. And a nice catch for the Brewers to retake the lead.
Can't get caught on the crease looking, and you really have to have stick on hands at all times if you're the Pirates. The Vassar Brewers are just too good at handling the ball on the cuts and getting assists and feeds. It's just going to be an automatic goal if you're not stick on hands.
And Bailey, I've seen a few times, and Southwestern has been fortunate that they've gotten away with a few of those cutters to the top of the crease. Vassar has not been able to find them, but they do there. The final few seconds here in the first quarter. The buzzer sounds, first 15 minutes in the book. Vassar leading Southwestern 5-4, 2024 men's lacrosse home opener. We'll step aside, quarter number 2, when we return. Start of quarter number 2. Brewers lead the Pirates 5-4 here on SouthwesternPirates.com. Back and forth affair in the Pirates men's lacrosse season home opener. Pirates looking for their first win of the season. Brewers just one blemish in their 4 games played thus far. They have won the last 2. Ground balls very much in favor of the visitors from the Empire State. Something Southwestern needs to get a hold of. Bailey, you and I talking between the quarters, and this is not the pace that Southwestern wants to play at, as Coach McCreary and the Brewers will take a timeout in danger of losing possession there. We'll keep it here. So for this young team, I don't think this is the track meet they want to get involved in.
No, absolutely not, and it's really not what they practiced so far this year, Kit. They have practiced, at least on the defensive end and on the offensive end, they practice a lot of 6-on-6 work. They have not practiced the transition. As you might have seen, in past years, the Pirates love to run in transition, great two-way midfielders, LSMs, scoring all over the place, things like that. But all in practice throughout this 2024 season, they have practiced these 6-on-6, and running back and forth is just not something they've been accustomed to. And they found themselves in games so far this year, Kit, where that's been the case, and it hasn't boded well for them.
Great crowd tonight at Varsity Field. Great to see some local youth teams.
Yeah, shout out to Georgetown High School here, Liberty Hill. Love to see them out here, all repping blue.
They are sitting on different sides, and they have not exchanged any pleasantries, as you would imagine. But in all seriousness, great crowd, and Brewers have brought a good contingent as well, and why not, getting out of Poughkeepsie this time of year? You certainly don't need an excuse. Brewers had a quick start. Southwestern is able to reel them back in. Little cross-crease feed there, not finding the target, but ground ball, as they have been for Vassar. They'll get another bite at the apple. Looking coming above GLE, and not a lot of angle there. Maybe an extra step to improve it, but Vassar will keep it.
Talk about a guy making his way into the lineup this year, number 7 freshman attackman Gavin Curry leads the team in points, 9 goals, 4 assists. That's tough to do if you're in a league like that.
West Hampton, New York, right you are, first-year player, getting those kind of minutes and those kind of stats, and able to goose it back. Well done on the ground ball. Pirates unable to come away with it simply because they were at a numerical disadvantage. Didn't get bodies there quickly enough, and who else but Hess on the spot.
Headsy play right there, Kit, from Matt Caldwell. He knows that if he touches the ball and kicks it back over the midline, it's not going to be an over and back by Vassar, but then again, he forces them to re-clear the ball, essentially, taking time off the clock.
That's how lacrosse IQ we've mentioned, particularly for a young team. Sometimes it takes time to develop. Good play there. Now Pirates with the chance to tie things. Coming from X. Pirates not a lot of space, able to shake one man, but the shot not on target.
Pirates like to work out of the 1-4-1. And you'll see Vassar do a little bit of the same, but they like to work out of the umbrella, get into their dodge in the 1-4-1, clearing guys through. Pirates, of course, you have Caldwell out on the wing, like to start their dodges from the wing and then rotate up top.
Coming top side. Man there. Oh, the feed was there, just couldn't collect it. Still plenty of time, 33 seconds on the shot clock.
And your eyes are not deceiving you. That is number 15, Matthew Swandle, usually number 55.
And the rebound, goal for the Pirates. Made the initial save, did Quinn, but Southwestern right there, nobody clearing the crease. And Pirates have tied it at 5.
There's a reason Jackson Strausser, the Dallas Jesuit product, just a sophomore, found his way into the lineup this year and has 8 goals on the season. It's because he's an absolute crease monkey and has some of the nicest hands that frankly I've ever seen, especially him coming in his freshman year, just money finishing on the crease.
If you can score those crease goals, you're going to get some playing time, and Strausser shows why right there. In and out of his stick in an instant. Face-off won by the Brewers. Southwestern dominated early, and the Brewers 3 violations at the X, but seem to have found their footing and working their way into this thing.
And here's where the pressure on the outside is going to be important. The Pirates have been getting packed in on defense, and that is the reason why you've seen so many close shots in. They have to press out deep, set up their slides, be able to have time to slide and recover.
Back to X, quarterbacking from behind. Patience set here from the Brewers. Find the short stick matchup they like. Pirates late to slide, nice move, and it just high. That's a missed opportunity, and that is one that Nate Johnson, the sophomore from Tennessee, would absolutely want back.
Yeah, 6'3", 180. He's going to be a tough customer to handle tonight. We've seen him so far, hasn't converted on all of his shots, but is getting his hands free, using his body well.
Again, looking for that matchup. Knighton now the man. LSM doing a good job defending as they will move it on, find the short stick. Pirates getting that slide there quickly. Battling for the ground ball. And kicked out right to a Brewer. And bounced in, the high bouncer for the Vassar goal.
Shot taken about 14 yards out. Good ground ball by Vassar. Will Walsh, I think, got caught ball watching, so he was going to pick up that ground ball, turned his head, looked up, and all of a sudden the ball was in the back of the net.
Yeah, nice shot as well. High bouncers. They may not be as sexy as going high to high, but hey, they score goals, my friend.
Especially from out deep.
Absolutely right. So Pirates with the face-off violation this time. The Brewers a chance to extend this lead. It led 2-0. That's been their largest lead thus far. Very much a back-and-forth affair with 11 minutes remaining in the half. Nice little swim over, and the trail check dislodged it at least momentarily. Now down the alley. Out again. The battle for the ground ball. Pirates not quickly there, the Brewers, but then they throw it away. Nobody in Burgundy in the vicinity.
Good defense there by number 42, the freshman midfielder out of Central Catholic in San Antonio. Only been playing lacrosse a few years, Kit, but has absolutely fallen in love with the game, and has gotten better and better throughout the fall and throughout the winter.
Fabian, the former Button, one of the best mascots in Texas high school sports.
I knew that was going to come.
Hey, if you're a baby rattlesnake,
I set it up right for you,
my friend. There's some good ones, but baby rattlesnakes only in Texas.
Are you going to say who their parent school is now too?
No, I don't.
No, you're not going to go there?
Everyone knows that one. Not everyone knows what a button is, though.
That's right. Everybody knows a rattlesnake here in Texas.
Exactly. Now you know what a button is. You can impress your friends and family. Nice move back in. Had a chance that he put it in the left, but instead back behind. There's that fundamentals I talked about. Still trying to find a bit of space. Southwestern is there, able to back it up. Quinn out of the crease, but not in time. 29 seconds on the shot clock.
And for this ball here to possibly get back to Matt Caldwell.
Looking inside, nice feed, and he comes up with it on the second grass. Missed it initially, but stuck with it. Nobody there on the cutter, and the Pirates make him pay.
Again, I was going to wait till Cade McDonald had one of his signature rides where he, goes one-handed, picks up the ball, and then goes back to the cage. But I mean, it's like he picks it up with his hand, kid. It's just ridiculous.
McDonald, the junior, impressive stuff. You mentioned leads the team in ground balls, and he can certainly put it in the back of the net as he's tied it now 6-all. Very entertaining first half, and still 9:40 to go before the halftime whistle. Pirates releasing early that time. That was McDonald, and
yeah, going to be a violation from Cade there. Stepped over the line a little too early, didn't have the ball in his stick.
See if Pirates can get a stop. Brewers comfortable with the ball in their stick, as you would imagine. They've not been able to extend past the 2-goal lead, but they haven't trailed either. Funneling him down the alley, able to take it away. Another Vassar ground ball. Quickly there, a little hitch. No room to get a shot off. Well defended by Southwestern, but slips in the worst possible spot. And the Brewers finish to retake the lead 7-6.
A good breakdown there from Gabe Morgan, but shakes him a little bit, ends up getting his body into him, and then causes him to slip, and then finishes that ball right where it needs to be.
Morgan, the junior from the Evergreen State out of Bellarmine Prep. And you're right, breakdown was there, did a very good job, not allowing space, but just lost his footing. The Brewers made him pay. Another win at the faceoff X for Vassar. Chance to play quickly. Good work from Southwestern defensively.
Good slide up field there from the sophomore, Chris Stefik. Eating that ball possibly on the pass. The Pirates need to press out here, as I've been saying. They've been good when they have gotten the chance to slide, but right there is not going to do it from Fabian. Got to get out on the box further. You're already in the 10-yard.
Oh, what a save from Walsh. That was wide open. He thought that was going to be a goal for sure, but outstanding goalkeeping from number 35. And a beautiful check there, able to take it away. And who else but it's Hess continuing to put on a show. Solomon Hess, the senior from Brewster, New York. Southwestern right back with it.
What have I been saying, Kit? Gotta be able to clear the ball, right? You just have a takeaway there on the clear, go back, nice play from Stefik, but then can't complete the pass in the middle of the field, and another turnover, another failed clear.
The ball quickly returned. Brewers a chance to go up 2, 7:30 remaining in the half. Looking for that matchup. Rolling inside, slide there, moving it quickly. Chance here from outside, and they're going to sting it. Just good ball movement. No, it was into the side netting, excuse me, and the Brewers with it. Another opportunity.
And that's one Zampano's going to want to have back. He had all the time in the room in the world. He could put that one near side on the outside of the goal.
He could have taken another 2 steps in before he pulled the trigger.
Absolutely.
So when as a coach, you're looking at him and saying, why'd you stop? Took a crow hop. He had a chance for a few more. Coming top side, and it's going to be in the crease. Tried to tiptoe around that white circle and able to do so. Turned over that time by Zampano.
Long possession needed here for the Pirates, Kit, and that is not the outlet pass that you want. You've got to be more deliberate in the clearing game than that. Lucky to come away with the ground ball here.
Pirates nearly turned it right over. You have to prioritize and treasure possession, not doing it there. Coach Bowman wisely taking a timeout. And that is a hot Pirates coaching staff, and you can understand why.
If you're the Pirates here, Kit, going in a timeout, you got to look up at the clock. 6:32 left. Every single possession is going to matter going into halftime. 6-7, I mean, really not that bad as far as how many goals you let up, but 6 minutes is a lot of time in a lacrosse game, and that could easily double up on that number. So if you're the Pirates, you got to be deliberate in every single thing you do and keep this one close and try to keep the scoreline really right where it is, under 7 for the Brewers.
Yeah, right you are. I mentioned the Brewers will be here. They remain in Georgetown, a neutral site game on Sunday. It'll be noon local time, taking on UMass Boston. Pirates, after 4 games on the road to start the season, well, the good news is they are here for 5 in a row. It's going to be a busy week next week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all games here at home. 3 games spring break week. We know you're going to be off. Well, maybe taking off, play a little hooky, come join us here. We get things started Mondays. It'll be a matinee for you, 1 p.m. Farmingdale State in town to take on the Pirates. UMass Boston on Wednesday. That'll be another midday 1 p.m. start. And U.S. Merchant Marine Academy on Friday, 7 p.m., all here at Varsity Field. Then the following week, while you're making your calendar notations, Monday the 18th, Hendricks, 7 p.m., always a battle when those two get together.
You never get used to the March Slam, Kit. That's one of those things about being a Pirate and being in Texas. Everyone comes down to you, or you go up to them, and you just cram as many games in as possible. Doesn't matter who it is.
Everybody wants to be here in Georgetown for spring break. Can't blame them. The Pirates games Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of next week. Come and join us. Coming top side. And a save there. Just not the accuracy that time. Had a bit more space, I think, Campbell, than he anticipated. Slide was late to get to him. Wide open clear, simply too easy for the Brewers.
Too lax on the clear. You got a long pole in the middle of the field. You need to be out pressing on your attackman and have your short stick just go after that.
Instead, another successful clear from Vassar and a chance to go up by 2. Still a lot of time remaining, over 5.5 here in the first half. And you mentioned that's an eternity in lacrosse. A lot of goals can be scored. Pirates need to lock down defensively. Good work, forcing him behind. No shot opportunities. The man was funneled down the alley. Thought about it from outside. Nice little hitch, looking for the feed across.
If I'm Coach Mike Marklin, I'm going and telling Zach Fabian right now, get out further on your approaches. He's about 10 yards right there, and they are starting their dodge 10 yards in. It's just not going to work.
Maybe a little too much respect for these Vassar players. It's going to be loose ball push against the Pirates. So it'll stay. And there was just 8 seconds on the shot clock. It'll reset to 60, and that is a huge win for Vassar. And turned over. One thing we've seen from these Brewers, some unforced errors, a few turnovers, particularly when they try to get it to X, they're throwing it out. Pirates obviously the beneficiaries.
Yeah, and really Vassar only turning the ball over, I want to say, under that 20 mark for the season. But we've seen quite a few here. And speaking of turnovers, well, no, it'll be Alex Hudgens got the ball, and he'll have a fast break, and numbers going the other way. Cade McDonald open on the crease, puts that one, twister, and it is all tied up.
7 apiece, 4:21 remaining in the half. McDonald on the crease. You talk about those transition goals we saw so frequently in years past. There is one for the Pirates, and they needed it.
McDonald kind of caught that ball with his right hand, got hit, turned his back to the goal, turned around, did a 180, and twisted around the goaltender, put it right where he needed to.
We talk about the problems in the Pirates clear visitors at almost 83% on the season. That is stellar. Southwestern, after a good start at the faceoff X, they've been having some problems of late.
And I was just about to mention, haven't seen Anthony Caudillo out there. It's been Trey Pena taking the faceoffs here in the second. Don't know. I think we got 1 violation for the Pirates and have that magic number 3 for Vassar.
Goes low, Walsh saw it coming a mile away, big save. But here comes the clear that Southwestern has had so much trouble with tonight and this season. 10 seconds.
Just like Walsh was patient on that shot, needs to be patient in the clearing game.
Tried to go right at him, and it didn't work. Here come the visitors in transition, and they will dunk it on the crease to retake the lead with 3:30 remaining in the half. A failed clear leads to a fast break goal, and that is an absolute momentum killer.
It will be Pena and Sherman back out here on the faceoff. Freshman Dyson Kwan, number 28 for the Pirates here on our near side. He'll be going up against number 5, Ryan Mertz, the senior, freshman on senior.
Sherman, there's 3 faceoff violations from the Californian early. And Southwestern with the ground ball. Here comes Hudgens.
You got 70 seconds on the clock here. Probably want to use every single bit of it unless you get an absolute golden opportunity. And I'd also recommend keeping it away from that man, Solomon Hess.
Yeah, that's a wise decision. He's been incredibly impressive, both defensively and in the transition game. He is a hawk, as you said. If the ball is around 47, chances are he's going to end up with it. Southwestern coming up from X. The feed was low, and the visitors, who else but number 47, aforementioned Mr. Hess there with the ground ball. A shark.
And you want to know the difference between these two teams, Kit? Vassar probably converts on those passes, just like a nice catch and pass there from Stacey.
Little trail check, able to dislodge it. Southwestern would be well served to slow things down with 2:20 remaining in the first half. You said it last time they had it. Should take as much time in the possession as they can, and I think they'd be well served to do so here.
We're going to see right now from Matt Houts. Nope, he's actually going to take it down to the wing or take it back down to X. Got the short stick matchup against Hurst.
Looks to invert. The Pirates will take a timeout. 1:57 remaining in the half. 49 seconds on the shot clock. And Brewers on top, 8-7. Pirates men's lacrosse 2024 home opener. And as we said, Bailey, plenty of chances to come see the black and gold in the next week. And if you can't, for whatever reason, make it out, stick with us here at SouthwesternPirates.com. We'll have the call for you. As always, glad to have your company wherever you may be joining us from. A beautiful evening. Man, what a day. What a week it has been here in Central Texas.
It's so funny. We got the donkey, our broadcast booth, all wrapped up for the rain that was supposed to be incoming today. Now we can't feel any of the wind, and, of course, now it's just beautiful outside.
It has been absolutely picture-perfect temperature in the 70s. A great time of year. The cold winter, and I say that in air quotes because our friends there in the Empire State laugh when we say winter down here, is over, and the 100-degree days have not yet arrived, so perfect time. And as you said it, hey, it's why all these teams want to come down here, enjoy the stellar weather and the hospitality. Hoping Pirates aren't too hospitable.
Well, give credit to Coach Bowman and Mike Marklin and the players that came before them. If it weren't for them, probably be kind of hard to drag teams down here if they didn't know that they were going to get a great competition. So, credit all the hard work that was put in. Now you can call those teams from the Northeast, say, come down here, we'll give you another game, and we'll give you us.
You were one of the men who set that standard. I know you're too humble to take that credit, but you absolutely were.
We'll give a shout out. We got our former LSM, Aiden Gildea, over here doing stats for us. How kind of him, was also part of that massive build of a program in his freshman class. Just absolutely stacked was that class.
Pirates, 45 seconds on the shot clock. Trailing by 1. At the very least, they would like to go into half tied up, if not ahead. And able to leak out. The pass too far, wide open, but still the Brewers there. Southwestern you said it earlier, DePaul's not locking off on the attackman, and that's what happens.
Oh, absolutely. Just being lackadaisical, for lack of a better word, on the opponent clearing game. And the Brewers making good on each and every opportunity that they have. If you're not going to press out on us, well, we'll just sling it down there and let you get the ground ball, I guess.
They will happily take it. 2 goals, the largest lead for Vassar here in the first half.
Pirates, not sure where they are. Got 32 on the wing there as they break down. Looks like they've gone into a zone here with 1 minute left.
Brewers patient, still 30 seconds on the shot clock. No reason to take a shot if it's not the right one.
20 seconds left. Brewers are going to be good here to pass it around and get that look with 2 seconds left, 5 seconds left, whatever it is.
Back to Johnson, and he stings it for the goal as the flag went flying just seconds before the Tennessean released it to put the Brewers up 9-7 with 37 seconds remaining in the half. They did a good job taking 69 seconds off the shot clock in that possession.
And recognizing the zone, right? Took me a while to recognize it, but they started banging the ball around. Looked like someone was open, then they realized they were in a zone, banged it faster, and then got the open look.
The slash will be against the Pirates. 37 seconds remaining in the half. Pirates, a 1 minute penalty on Logan LeBlanc, the junior pole from Baton Rouge.
Looking to have Trey Pena come up and take this face-off instead of either J.R. Howell or Gabe Morgan, who actually took face-offs all last year, did the D-middies.
And after Caldillo so effective early on, we have not seen him since early in the first quarter. It has been Pena by and large at the X, and he has not had nearly the success that Caldillo did early. Well, Brewers will hold things here. 10 seconds remaining in the half, and they will be content to go in to the locker room with a 2-goal lead. The halftime buzzer sounds, and at the break, it's a Brewers 9, a Pirates 7, and Southwestern Men's Lacrosse 2024 home opener. We will step aside for halftime. Back with you for half number 2 here at Varsity Field in Georgetown. After this, Vassar leading 9-7. Welcome back. Start of the second half here at Varsity Field. The Pirates trail the visiting Brewers of Vassar College 9-7. Pirates men's lacrosse home opener. Alongside Bailey Middleton, I'm Kip McConico. And Bailey, the Brewers will start the second half a man up. A chance to go up by 3. They have not led by more than 2. Southwestern has done a very good job, and even first half by and large. You consider that the Brewers really dominated in the clearing game and the ground balls as well.
Yeah, you want to pick out a stat that's going to make the difference in the rest of this game, Kit. 11-26 on ground balls in favor of the Brewers. That unfortunately is not going to cut it when you're down by 14 ground balls. Got to be more physical if you're the Pirates against the Brewers.
Yeah, right you are. Pirates 4 games on the road in 3 different states to start the season. Still looking for their first victory of 2024. Vassar 3-1. Their lone loss to the 16th ranked Swarthmore side in Pennsylvania. A little BTB action straight off. And that is not how Southwestern wanted to start the second half, as that Brewers bench is absolutely electric now. Their largest lead of the ball game.
Yeah, we haven't said his name tonight. Number 3, TJ Carl, the sophomore attackman, got 8 goals so far this season, making number 9.
Carl out of Rochester. They're in upstate. And now how does Southwestern respond? Their largest deficit of the ball game, a goal just 9 seconds into the second half. Back to the X we go, and Southwestern. Galdillo was dominant when he was out there early, and they need him again, but it's still Pena, the freshman from Canyon High School down in New Braunfels, who remains at the X. A good win there, much needed by the Pirates.
Great story is Trey Pena, all-state football player down there in New Braunfels, really just picked up lacrosse like a year and a half ago. And coach saw him out there playing D-mid, was just hitting people, and he's like, well, I got a way for you to channel your aggression. Let's put you at the face-off X.
It's worked. Able to skip one over the bounce shot right into Quinn. Couldn't come up with it cleanly. There is Hess, able to locate his man. The clearing game has been on point. And just as I say that, the broadcaster's curse thrown away by the Brewers. Low pass, they couldn't bring it in.
Great ride right there from Alex Hudgens, getting that ball back for his team.
That was Santisi, the intended target, who was unable to bring it in. Hudgens, the man pressuring.
Settle down if you're Will Walsh here. 8 seconds. Find the open man. At least puts that in front of Morgan so that he can pick up that ground ball.
Morgan doing a very good job using his body to keep that one in front of him. Of note there for young players. So often you see them missing passes. Put your body behind it. Southwestern needs to respond after giving up the goal early here in the second half. They were down a man. Back to all even, trying to find this one. Shot coming, low. Quinn allows a rebound. The second opportunity whistled high. Will stay with the Pirates, backed up by Strasser. Looking inside, trail check, not in time, and the Pirates have it. They go low. Quinn didn't see it coming.
Joey Prim there, number 20, finds his way through the defense and got screened on the goal, I think, but puts it right where you need to, bottom left corner.
And nice placement of the sophomore from Washington State. And I think you're right, just the way Quinn reacted so late. I think he was screened, just didn't see that shot, and the Pirates doing a good job. Cut it back to a 2-goal game. Another ground ball battle, and this one will be out off the Brewers. Pirates looking to clear in the stick of William Howell Jr., the Alaska native. Up across midfield, bouncing off Brewers, and he loses it. Maybe try to take on one too many, and who else but number 47 there.
Yeah, Mama, there goes that man. Going to take the ball away from you every single time.
And Hess putting on a show bringing the Brewers fans to their feet. As the Senior Bowl out of Trinity Pauling.
Got to at least have 5 turnovers in this contest if I had to guess. Add a little snack pack in there action, maybe 3 4-ground balls.
Played in one of the best high school leagues in the country there. Now a senior, and you're certainly seeing, 47 is in the vicinity. Watch out. Back to X, coming down. No shot opportunity, well defended by Southwestern. Visitors patient, this one just wide.
Saw that earlier from the Brewers. Kit going to sweep around up top, get that ball back to X, and then they're going to immediately look backside, coming around on the screen.
Our Curry, you mentioned the impressive freshman. He'll take it behind. Now comes back above GLE, and he finishes, does number 7. 11-8 Brewers, 11-13 remaining in the third.
Made that one look easy. Did a Curry. Does the same thing as Joey Prim does. Puts that right on the far post, right down in the bottom corner.
Our Curry, a nice step from behind, just bringing it back. Pirates slow to get to him as he came above goal line extended. He made him pay. Back to the X. Pena remaining there for the Pirates. They need a win. They're not going to get it. Big ground ball picked up by Metz.
This year so far, Kit, we have seen the Pirates kind of settle in the second half of play against their 4 opponents thus far. But if it's any indication right now, this game is not going to slow down. They're going to have to figure out a way to keep pressing out on the Brewers and make sure that they get their slides ready.
I think you're exactly right. Looks like Vassar will run at any given opportunity. Not to say they can't slow it down. They like to play fast. See the burgundy and gray.
If I'm the Pirates on the wheel round, if you're the defense, you got to know by now that they're going back to Santisi. They're going to come back up, and they're going to try and get you rotating fast. Hedge out on that. Look to pick off one of those passes.
22 seconds on the shot clock. Patchett, Californian, had a goal earlier. Walsh there. Here comes that Achilles heel for the Pirates, the clearing game.
The Brewers have got their hands free. Will Walsh has been patient. It has just been on those cutters and on those wide open hands-free shots.
So Quinn out of the crease to take it. Southwestern, another failed clear. And right back to work goes our Curry.
And why not? Did the same thing, took the short stick behind. They're going to switch off here. Caleb Sowell is going to go play Curry before he can get behind.
Oh, big hit. Pirates needed it, able to dislodge the ball, and the GB picked up, but here comes a flag, and that is going to be against Southwestern.
I don't think our official liked what Morgan did after he made that big hit. Ball came loose. Morgan probably not finding it. Throws a check down right on his face, and that's going to be called slash.
The hit was clean. It was that extra check afterwards. You said called a slash, and the Pirates down a man. They started the half down a man. Brewers made him pay immediately. And now another EMO for Vassar. And against a team like the Brewers, those are mistakes you can't make. Made the big hit.
Much like anything, if you're hovering over 50% in the special teams play like extra man is or in the face-off, you're doing pretty well for yourself. And that's what the Brewers have done so far this season.
A shot clock adjustment, say our officials. They'll put 46 seconds on it, I should say. Brewers back to work in the EMO from outside, high to high. That is not going to beat Walsh. playing catch with the goalie as good as he is. Walsh, the long clear, too tall for McDonald, and turned over by the Pirates. Another failed clear by the black and gold.
Well, I'm not going to keep saying it, Kit, so I'll just let everyone watching, or maybe you say it, but can't do that.
No, you certainly cannot. And here come the Brewers back on attack yet again. They've been on attack almost the entirety of this first 3.5 minutes of the second half. From outside, stings it right underneath the crossbar. Is ripped it high. Walsh couldn't get the stick up in time. And the Brewers with their largest lead of the game, 12-8, 8:34 remaining in the third.
Man, liquid smoke there from Anderson Eads. Are you kidding me?
That was an absolute rocket.
That's something you got to think about if you're a goaltender, too. You can do all the saving in the world, but you got to remember you're the quarterback on the clearing game, and when you turn the ball over and you get back and play defense, you're just like the rest of the defense. I mean, you're going to be tired, and you're going to be thinking about what just happened.
That's a great point. Brewers with it. You just get the feeling this could start going really awry for the Pirates unless they get a stop and a goal the other way.
Yeah, you start really thinking about that 8-goal differential they gave up against Bridgewater. 3 goals really quickly, 7 minutes in this third quarter. Not very good.
Bailey, you know better than anybody, Lacrosse, a game of momentum. It's a game of runs, and when one team starts to feel it, they start netting a few. Watch out. The Pirates with it after the miss.
And here we go again. I said it earlier, the Vassar Brewers are in a 10-man ride, meaning on the far end, you won't see it now, but the goalie is out on an attackman. So they bring their takeaway man, I don't know what you want to call him, but they bring Hess up, and he just absolutely eats away at the Pirates, but a clear here.
Yeah, Hudgens doing a very good job, does number 8, able to bring it across the junior midi.
We'll call him a thief next time he comes up, but in the absolute, as a defender, that's a compliment.
Well, without a doubt. Pirates need one in this possession. Hudgens goes low, big save from Quinn. I don't know if that was the stick or the foot, but either way, nice goalkeeping from number 45.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That was great flexibility, getting down on that shot from Hudgens from Quinn.
He hasn't been tested all too often, particularly here in the third quarter, but he comes up with his biggest save there. Hudgens back. Well, they had one back, so he didn't need to go, but just be careful, and a flag comes in. I didn't see what the flag was. It was behind the play.
Possibly a little shove on Quinn there after he threw the pass. That's about all I saw.
We'll have to see.
Nope, it'll be offsides. Kate McDonald's going to come over.
And another goal for the Brewers. This time, Colin Patchett, the sophomore from Northern California, comes up with his second. And you would imagine this would be a pretty good time for the Pirates to take a timeout. Things very much in favor of the Brewers with this 5-goal lead. The flag waved off. But this is, I mentioned, Bailey, danger time for Southwestern.
Absolutely, got to stop the bleeding somehow.
The Brewers starting to feel it. I mean, you look at the difference in the two benches. The Burgundy and Gray, they are on their feet. A lot of juice over there on the left side. Southwestern catches a break here. Do the Pirates. They need to do something with it.
Not sure what the call there was on that one. Looked like Pena kind of tripped him up. Maybe going to be interference for number 50 in red.
Pirates, nice crease feed. Quinn there again somehow. He was just well positioned.
Yeah, absolutely. Jackson Strausser shows his hops. goes up, gets that one, but immediately tracks that ball down low. That's the only place that Strausser could have gone that one. So great job from Quinn of knowing the only possible place that he could have gone with that ball, and that was down low.
Yeah, the junior out of Garden City, Long Island. You talk about a lacrosse hotbed, arguably that Baltimore and upstate, the biggest lacrosse hotbeds in the country. But that was an outstanding save. Strausser was on the doorstep as Knighton with a big GB for the Pirates as they go in transition and turned over. Oh my, simply cannot have that.
Sam Osgood cleared box side. That's typically a no-no if you're a clearing midi, defensive mid. Tries to make a nifty pass to Caldwell, but I mean, he saw him bearing down on him.
And he was right in front of the Brewers bench. They were giving him an earful. A third quarter thus far dominated by Vassar. Pirates have yet to respond. Another ground ball. Brewers will retain possession. Still 40 seconds on the shot clock.
Carl on the hustle play. Sam Osgood going to take the defense now.
Morton. Pulled back out, flags go flying, and it's going to be another EMO coming for the Brewers.
Just a tap, begged for that one, but he got it. He's going to go right back at Walsh.
Walsh with the save, but here comes that extra man opportunity for Vassar. The EMO unit coming out. Pirates defense, they need a stop here.
Seems like it's been about 4 minutes since we were commenting on that frenetic pace. Pirates able to stop the bleeding a little bit. Still very careless in the midfield. But now is a chance for Vassar to regain that momentum in this deadly EMO.
Zivanovic, the man who is now off for a minute for the Pirates. Brewers back to work. Chance here right on the doorstep, and that is simply far too easy for Baker Morton.
Yeah, great fade there by Baker Morton. Fades, hitches, gets back underneath, gets it to his left hand, and puts it right over Walsh's shoulder.
A sophomore from Vermont walking in, and a lot of these goals have come on the crease, and as good as Walsh is, there's not a lot you can do about that. 14-8, 3:55 remaining in the third. The Pirates need really a concerted effort here in this final 4 minutes of the third quarter. They need something positive to go into the fourth. As it's turned over, battle for the ground ball ensues.
Pena ends up winning that one, but you can tell his as a freshman and really new to lacrosse, just didn't know what to do with it. Not enough confidence to run out and makes a bad pass back towards the middle of the field.
Brewers making some personnel changes. Certainly no reason for them to push pace.
Looks like we got 22 now X for the Brewers, Jack Rufa.
Both these teams, extensive benches, a lot of players, and you're starting to see those third, fourth line middies come on for the Brewers. Trying to get the throw behind, deflected. Walsh ends up with it.
Work it far side or your near side as you're looking on your camera.
Throw too tall and right back.
And not to the middle of the field.
To the Vassar Brewers it goes. You said it, my friend. Caravoyle, the sophomore from Maryland there, found a gifted number 8.
Legs absolutely starting to get cold if you're the attackman. Strausser hanging back here. Cade McDonald got a stick at his hips right here at midline. Just wondering what can they do. They just have not gotten the ball on the side of the field in the third quarter.
It's been dominated by the Brewers, and the scoreline reflects that. 2:12 remaining here in quarter number 3.
The Pirates have been able to take the ball away. It's just, what happens after it. Number 28, Dyson Kwan will match up. That's a freshman as well.
Nice save from Walsh. Tried to go low, did Arcuri.
And then maybe that is something you really got to look at here if you're the Pirates, getting that ball out as quick as possible. Declan O'Donnell, great speed there to get around Hess. Makes a good pass to Fabian.
One of the few times Sullivan Hess has been beaten. O'Donnell with the successful clear, and maybe that's the ticket for the Pirates.
And as the ball goes from Swandle to Houts, the hometown kid, haven't heard a lot from Houts. He's drawn the long pole in this first midfield line.
Sevick down the alley, calling forward, out. Campbell has it, and the Pirates, much needed to stop the bleeding with 71 seconds remaining in the third.
Not sure why. Grant Campbell was just wide open there. I think his defender hedged down on Caldwell, knowing how dangerous he is with his left hand coming up the field. Campbell, time, room, puts it on the money. Not a lot of speed on that shot, but perfectly placed.
Sophomore out of Magnolia able to get something positive for the Pirates here towards the end of the third. Pena back to work at the X.
It's good if you're the Pirates after that long drought on offense, knowing that you're still able to get something out of your set offense and, not feeling the pressure of not being able to clear and just taking your time and making good passes.
Under a minute remaining here in the third. Visitors can bring this all the way down to the end of the quarter before they take a shot.
Great defense there from number 33, Justin Sanset. Knocks that ball loose, and it'll be Quan and a host of other Pirates trying to get this ground ball.
But again, it ends up with the Brewers, and a flag goes flying. It's going to be another EMO coming for Vassar. On the crease. Bring back the dive, apparently. The save there from Walsh. Arcuri, the man going airborne, couldn't come away with it.
And that's a whole conversation in itself, what that cone is there in the middle kit. Maybe we can take some time, have a coffee, and discuss what that thing means.
Yeah, right you are.
Pretty much can't land in it if you're a defender, but also you can't or if you're an offensive player, can't get pushed in it when you're going through the air, all sorts of stuff.
Generally not the best decision to leave your feet unless that is the only option.
Exactly. The only thing you're safe with is really going upfield.
That's exactly right. The Brewers will have it 7 seconds, and they will just bring the third quarter to a close. They will start the fourth with an EMO as well as a 5-goal lead. Through 3, Vassar on top of Southwestern, 14-9. Pirates men's lacrosse 2024 home opener. 15 minutes to go as we welcome you back to Varsity Field here in Georgetown. Beautiful Varsity Field, as always in immaculate condition. And big thanks to our groundskeeping crews. They do a fantastic job. It doesn't matter if it's hot or cold. Somehow they keep this field in picture-perfect condition. Bailey, you know more about that than I do. I don't know how they do it.
Well, yeah, shout out to RS3, the company that comes in and does it. I can say it wasn't as well manicured when I played. A lot of dirt patches everywhere. Just makes for tougher players, I guess. But, yeah, absolutely well manicured out here. I mean, it's great.
Start of the fourth. Brewers will start the quarter with an extra man opportunity as well as a 5-goal lead, up 14-9. Looking to spoil the Pirates' home opener. Southwestern will have to battle from behind. Brewers, little wheel there, and that one is saved from Walsh. The Brewers back it up. Another opportunity for Vassar.
The rotation is just so fast for this Brewers team, Kate. I mean, the passing is pinpoint when it's been there, and the rotation on the backside and when they move it back front side through X, I mean, it's a thing of beauty, honestly.
It really is. Pass into the crease. That shot goes low. Our Curry able to find the goal. 15-9 Brewers. And you said it one thing, Bailey. Their passes are on the money. Wherever the head of that stick is where the ball is. You don't see them having to move. They're not having to come up with low passes. And that makes it so much easier to get the shot off.
There's a lot of flat walls up there in the Northeast I know of, and these guys they bang the ball on that wall, just religiously.
Those long, cold Northeastern winters, they're playing a lot of wall ball, and it shows. They all have basements. That's what it comes down to. They're all able to play in the basements.
Yeah, you sling that thing around your basement that's enclosed. You get pretty good at catching a ball coming at you off another wall.
My friends from New York, I asked them. It was all the basement.
I'm sure they all still got racquetball courts up there, too.
I'm sure they do. Their moms were tired of them, sending them to the basement. Penny able to dislodge that, but only momentarily. Battle for the ground ball.
Our officiating crew has done an excellent job tonight. Probably the only call that I would disagree with. I think Svetanovich got in front of him, made a good effort play, but like I said, they've done a great job so far tonight.
Yeah, no argument here, and you'll certainly give them one. Pirates, still a lot of time remaining, obviously, but they need to get some stops.
Maybe ball doesn't lie there for Svetanovich. As Fabian picks it up, he's going to have numbers going the other way.
Chance here, and the Brewers able to get back quickly in defense. No fast break opportunity. But the Pirates will have a settled 6-on-6 go at it. See what Stefik and company can do.
Kate, you know as well as I do, you have to be fully committed to the 10-man ride, and that means absolutely hauling back if you get a fast break opportunity. Not only Hess there, but your goaltender as well, who's covering an attackman.
That's a great point. Yeah, if that is what you would like to do for it to be successful, you have to be flying back to position, and they did it. Looked like Southwestern had a chance initially, and it was quickly closed down.
It's a culture thing, right, too. Got to have a lot of buy-in from your guys in order to run a 10-man ride. Got to have a lot of buy-in from your goalie.
Very much so. It's hard to tell a goalie initially that you're going to do that, but if you can get him to buy in, what a difference it makes. We've seen it tonight. Stefik's bounce shot deflected, never reaching goal. And here they come. Oh, a high pass. Rare miscue in the clear. Brewers still able to come up with it. Zampano.
Great ground ball there on the other end from number 43, Mateo Roman. Next to Hess, leads this team in ground balls. Of course, with the exception of Sherman.
Yeah, junior LSM doing a great job there. The visitors, the 6-goal lead, they can take some air out of it. High to high, Walsh there. Nice save from Will.
Saw that one all the way, was patient on it. Didn't hitch like you see some goalies do on that high to high shot. Well read. Wisely moves it away to Declan O'Donnell, but Hess is going to be right there to hound him.
Yeah, Hess has made a nuisance of himself, and I say that Just impressive stuff from him. When I say he's a nuisance, that's high praise. He's been all over. Southwestern is going to get back into this. They need a goal in this possession, just one possession at a time. And as I say that, turned over. Coughed up, Brewers in transition. Watch out, here comes 47 the other way.
Is he going to make it a night of himself? I think he is.
Oh, looking for the pole goal, but bounces it high. That would have brought the Brewers to their feet. The fans ready to explode over to our left. You know what a pole goal can do, my friend.
Oh, it can. I mean, if you got a lead like you do right now, 6-goal lead, I mean, it could be game over at that point.
Pirates need to keep a head on a swivel. There's some open Brewers now able to get in defensively, number up. Brewers, they know where to be, understand the bounce of the ball. Walsh again, they tried to take him low, and he makes another big save.
Ton of credit to Will Walsh here in this game. Started out the season against Birmingham Southern with just a very not good save percentage. I won't say what it is, but has come alive in the next 3 to 4 games. Toe drag, bouncer, goal.
What a job from McDonald, but give full credit there. The clear was beautiful. Walsh on to Knighton. Knighton found a man. It was tic-tac-toe. McDonald with the finisher. That is how you do it. You could not have drawn it up any better. Successful clear. McDonald comes in. They find him, the late trailer, and boom. Been a slow night by his very high standards. Still time to get going. 10 minutes, 5 goals, more than doable. A win at the X from Pena.
Great push out by Pena. He's strong too. Wants to go to the rack. That one's going to bounce over.
Pena sends it over, but backed up, and Strausser will have it on the restart.
Strong kid, like I said. All-state football player in the state of Texas. I mean, that's an athlete out there.
No argument here, my friend.
We're going to have a stack look here from Matt Houts. Let's see if he goes full speed down the alley. Draws the slide. Going to have to move it quick.
Looking inside. Has a man. Oh, big save from Quinn.
Great shot there from Grant Campbell. Just not able to get enough on it.
Here they come in transition. Amarasaki's able to find Arcuri. Defender in tow on the star freshman. The Brewers wisely slowing things down. There's no reason they don't have to press. They have the lead and time on their side.
Both 11s able to get off. Had the pair. He had the D-mid, offensive mid pair here.
Oh, great stick. Able to come down with that. 3 there for the Pirates. Still gets a pass away.
Great collapse. Got to get up now and recover. Great save from Walsh again down low.
He has made the last 3. There is a Pirate down. I believe that is number 5, Gabe Morgan, the junior out of the Evergreen State. The Washington State man down as his goalie will go out and check on him. So clock stops, 8:57 remaining in the game. Good to see number 5 on his feet.
I think he got shooken up there on that close down on the crease. 3 Pirates converged on a Brewer. Had a big hit. Got rattled a little bit. Hope that he's okay.
So Morgan will come off. They will check on him. Trainers there to escort him off. As the Pirates look to clear. Across the field, pressure there.
Well, I was going to say good job by McDonald, but he was offsides.
He was indeed. They didn't catch him, so he gets away with one there. McDonald with the successful clear. Takes it himself to the rack. McDonald with the goal. Talk about a one-man clear.
That's where he thrives. He loves to play fast, loves to take from the middle of the field and just weave, cut through defenders, and take it to the goal himself, especially in the fast break.
It's a 4-goal game, 8:31 remaining. Brewers on top, but they are seeing that lead shrink. Now 15-11. Still time for the Pirates, looking for their first win of the year. No better time than in the home opener.
Pena's starting to get a little hot here. Battling for ground balls. Gets that one up himself, and that's what's going to be needed. Wisely takes it back to Walsh.
Just about to say, Pena doing a very good job there. Young man new to lacrosse, but showed his IQ in that instance. Pirates, 6 seconds. Go to cross, able to find McDonald. He has been the man of late. Number 4 with it in his cross.
I like the play here from McDonald in the clearing game, coming up to the midfield where he thrives, like I said earlier. We'll get those ground balls. Good with the stick in his hand.
Campbell from X.
Making those hard catches from Walsh.
Caldwell driving in, dishes off. Looking across, McDonald the intended target, and it was intercepted, picked off by, yep, that's right, number 47, Solomon Hess, as he takes it himself across the midfield stripe. Hess is going to stay on offense, at least momentarily. I thought they were going to run him there for a second.
If I were him right now, I'd turn right back and call for the ball. But that's just me, always wanting a goal, for a long pull.
Hess seems content to head back to his side of midfield, having done his job, which he's done all night long. Seconds on the shot clock. Now 7 minutes remaining in the game.
You got to think Nate Johnson has a matchup here against a short stick. He's got Fabian, the freshman, and he's going to take a long time at this one.
There is the big Tennessean who sends it wide, but they saw exactly what you did. They liked the matchup. Big number 37. We'll see if he gets another go. Looking inside, Arcuri kicks out, shot. Off the mark, came that time from Patchett. 18 seconds on the shot clock.
Credit to the Pirates later half in this game on defense. We're getting cut right through the middle, giving up crease goals, but now forcing those shooters on the outside, and Will Walsh is seeing the ball.
Arcuri cutting inside. The shot clock has not started. It's stuck on 18. The Pirates with it.
Oh, great pickoff there from 38, Caleb Sell.
Nicely done. So the shot clock never started for the visitors, and it will matter not as Southwestern, he said, intercepted the pass. Now looking to clear. Going down all the other way.
Man.
Looking for the goal was Walsh, but Quinn saw it coming, had the one-handed save.
Something I haven't even thought about, and I've been talking about the 10-man riots. It's the goalie's out of the crease. Walsh wanting his own there, but great job for Quinn getting back, and credit him a save on that one.
Oh, without a doubt. So flags go flying. Visitors will have another EMO coming, and Pirates continue to shoot themselves in the foot.
Such a frenetic game here so far. Got 5:30 left on the clock. I mean, it is go time every single time. You need to be, the offensive possessions are just key here.
Great defending by Morgan that time on Johnson. Nearly stolen away. Coming inside, big hit on the crease. Brewers come up with another crucial ground ball. They will recycle things. Back out with Bradbury.
Apart from the clearing game, I think the Pirates are going to take a long look at this one, regardless of the outcome, and say we need to do better on our ground balls for the rest of the season.
A miscommunication as Bradbury just threw that one away. No one in the vicinity, but visitors with the flag down, and now the EMO comes out. I think you're exactly right about that. And a lot to be learned from this game. Still 5 minutes remaining, but the feeling Vassar is going to take as much time as they possibly can off in every possession. Again, we remind you, Pirates back in action on Monday. It'll be a midday matinee, 1 p.m. start, Farmingdale State here. You can find that full schedule, as always, southwesternpirates.com.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel at Southwestern Pirates.
There you go.
Get those subscribers up.
There you go. Support the black and gold. While you're at it, you can take a look at the women's lacrosse schedule. Baseball, softball, obviously in action as well. And you talk about that rotation, the movement. They swing it so quickly, and that is the result. And with 4:40 remaining, back to a 5-goal lead, that may well secure the victory for the Brewers.
Yeah, unless the Pirates can get a lot of work from Trey Pena and keep it on the other side of the field. Quite a dagger goal on the EMO.
Right you are. Brewers will remain here, as we said, a neutral site game, and they were enjoying their time in Central Texas. Sunday, they will take on UMass Boston. It'll be a 12 p.m. start.
Not going to do any favors for the Pirates right there.
No, so Southwestern, as you said.
Once you start getting to that 4-minute mark, and have to pull Walsh, get him out there to cover Rufa, and send the double teams.
If Southwestern does indeed fall, you can credit a lot of that, or maybe discredit a lot of it, to the ground ball battle as well as the clearing game. Issues that, particularly the clearing game, that have plagued them all season long, continue to do so tonight. A young team, but ultimately this your 5th game of the season.
The big thing is, kid, is this, like you talked about, young team. Went 9-9 last year, beat the opponents they should have, and then, the teams of more value compared to them just could not get it done and gave up those big games. So really not a lot of experience for this Pirates team winning.
That's a very good point, and it's something you have to know how to do, particularly if you're ahead, to secure a victory or to come from behind, as the Brewers will find another Patchett, sophomore from Petaluma, California. That big 215-pound frame. Defender bounces off, and he's able to finish with a bouncer.
To expand on that point, Kit, it was emphasized in that Southern Virginia game where the Pirates had a chance to win. 40 seconds left on the clock. They had the ball in their attacking zone, and then all they had to do was run out the clock to get the win. We're up 16-15, but ran right into a double team, turned the ball over, and Southern Virginia Knights get that tying goal and eventually the win in double overtime.
A loss like that, difficult to bounce back from. The Pirates will have to wait another game for that season-opening victory. Maybe Monday's the day against Farmingdale State. The Pirates a little chance to rest and regroup before that. I have a feeling it's going to be a busy weekend with a lot of film and a lot of preparation for that Monday contest.
Like I said, going to be exciting. Going to be here to watch UMass Boston and Vassar take each other on. Going to be an absolutely great game. If you're listening and you're in the Central Texas area, you want to watch some really good lacrosse, come down to Varsity Field here at Southwestern in Georgetown.
12 p.m. Sunday, UMass Boston and these Brewers of Vassar College.
Pirates, of course, going to battle UMass Boston. Had a great battle with them. I believe that was 2 years ago. Tournament team that year in 2022.
Simply far too easy, unmarked on the crease. And Bailey, we have seen that too many times tonight. Like I said, it's one thing to get bit by a goal from 15 yards out, but when they are dunks on the crease, that is quite another.
Yeah, and we saw it especially in the first half, first quarter. Pirates came out a little lackadaisical, not really knowing what the speed of this Vassar team was going to be. And they realized if you throw it to them on the crease, they're more than likely going to catch it and finish. So they did make that adjustment, realized they had to start pushing out and getting their slides, but just have fallen off really here in the latter stage of this game.
Pirates will take a timeout, 2:18 remaining. Trailing them by 7, latter stages of this. And Really, Bailey, this game is, if you're looking at it in 4 quarters, it came down to the third quarter. That's been the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lacrosse coach by the name of Jim Berkman. He has a famous saying where lacrosse is a really easy game. The person or the team who catches and throws better than the other team generally wins. And that was just not the case for the Pirates tonight.
No, unfortunately not the case. The Pirates will have to wait another game for that season-opening victory. But again, plenty of opportunities to come see the black and gold in the coming week. The next 4 games all here at home. We'll see if they're able to bounce back. Certainly positives to take from tonight's game as well. They were very much in this for the first half. They battled through the first 30 minutes, but that third quarter just didn't come out, didn't have the energy, and the Brewers took full advantage. A dominant third quarter, and they haven't looked back.
It'll be fun to follow this Vassar team going forward. I think we might have said it earlier, or at least you and I were talking about it before the broadcast. I mean, just a crazy schedule. RPI, RIT, St. Lawrence, Union, Skidmore, throw Ithaca and Stockton in there. I mean, but with the 10-man ride they've been running, I mean, if they can push the pace like they have been this season so far, it would not surprise me at all if they were able to get a top 25 win.
I have a feeling they have that Liberty League championship there at the beginning of May circled on that calendar. What we've seen earlier, they were very much be a factor going up against some of those top teams you mentioned. Minute 50 left. Pirates trying to end this one on a high note. The visitors have made a change. In goal is Drew Quinn, who is so stellar, the junior from Garden City, is now given away to Danny Goldman, the senior out of Comac, New York. Flag goes flying behind the play, and McDonald absolutely rips it. How the net is still on the frame, I have no idea. A rocket.
There was a little frustration in that one, kid, I'm sure. He toe drags the defender. I'm sick of you. Stings the high corner. I'm sick of that. Want to add another goal into my column for tonight.
An absolute smoke from number 4, the junior out of McNeil. A local product, and so good to see that. You obviously from Austin, and see these local guys here at the collegiate level making good. Talks about the depth, the talent in Austin, obviously for Texas high school lacrosse so long dominated by the Dallas schools. But to see these Austin players at this level does my heart good, my friend.
Yeah, you would think it'd be an easy recruiting trail bringing those Austin kids up, but a lot of times you're young and you think, I want to get out of Texas and go see somewhere else. But thankfully, Cade McDonald, the Westwood Warrior, comes right up I-35 and plays for the Pirates.
Yeah, wise man. A lot of times the grass is not greener, and you've seen a lot of those players going further afield only to come right back home. The visitors, the shot clock and the game clock, almost identical. Really do not have to take another shot if they should decide not to.
Not doubling here, but also good practice for Coach McCreary and his squad to seal a game in the waning seconds. You know, may have that 1-goal game.
And to your point, if they took a timeout right before the slip and that ball taken out of the stick, so the Brewers will have it. And they take a timeout, 44 seconds left. And it's one of those things, you're looking down the schedule. RIT, RPI, some of those teams, you hope to be into those games late, 1-goal game, tie game. Need to learn how to use those timeouts now.
A shot clock era, you can't kill time anymore. You got 80 seconds to cross, 60 seconds to play. There's no killing the ball anymore, so you got to keep your foot on the gas pedal throughout the entirety of games, and you know, it goes to conditioning, goes to how you can maintain your focus for 60 minutes. And like I said, with the shot clock era, I mean, it's full on, full go for as long as you can.
As it's supposed to be. It's the fastest game on 2 feet. For a while there, I mean, it was way too slow, and thankfully, with the advent of the shot clock, we are out of that, and it is run and gun. Hey, that's what people love about this game. It is high scoring, it is fast, it is physical. You can take one of those things away, just not the same.
I mean, you're a Texas high school lacrosse coach. I played here in Texas without the shot clock. You've been in that time. It's not fun. Not fun to watch, not fun to play against when the team just hangs out at the top of the box and just kills time until you get what the official would think is a stall.
And that is obviously up to the official, so that was very subjective, the stall warning, when that would come into effect. 44 seconds remaining. Brewers with the victory. It'll move them to 4-1. Loss will drop the Pirates to 0-5.
Silver lining here, Kit. Just got some information. Obviously, I'm up here on the broadcast, but we think Cade McDonald has reached 100 points in his career, notching up his fellow attackman, Matthew Caldwell, who also reached 100 points earlier on this season.
Well, congratulations there to McDonald. We will obviously verify that, and we will sing his praises come Monday in that next game, but certainly wouldn't be a surprise, particularly the way he's played all season and tonight. He's been a bright spot for the Pirates. Just about 3 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and the visitors may just roll this to the pylon, and no reason for them to do anything else before they start the celebration, and the burgundy and gray fans here in attendance already starting to clap. Well, they will take the shot clock violation, and there is the final buzzer. So Pirates fall in their home opener. Vassar 18, Southwestern 12. Again, one more reminder, Pirates next at home Monday, midday, 1 p.m. against Farmingdale State. Visitors here on Sunday, neutral site game taking on UMass Boston.
Well, one thing the Pirates can sure take away from this one, Kit, got to be tougher on ground balls, got to be tougher in the clearing game, and I think you can compete with the middleweights, light heavyweights, and the heavyweights in Division III lacrosse. But gotta tighten up what you can control, and that's those two things are very much effort, very much focus, and they can control those things. Hopefully they realize it going forward and get their first win. Got a bunch of time to do it. Got the whole month of March, so.
The next four all here at home. That'll do it for us, for our entire Southwestern University crew. We thank you for joining us. As always, thank you for your support of Southwestern University Athletics. And if you want to continue supporting, subscribe to the Pirates YouTube channel. For Bailey Middleton, I'm Kit McConico saying good night from Varsity Field in Georgetown. The final, Vassar 18, Southwestern 12.